Laura Anderson was born in the Wozenfield district of Arstotzka on November 11, 1934. A quiet child with a sharp mind and a stubborn streak, she grew up in the shadow of the regime's iron bureaucracy. Her father, a railway inspector, taught her to read train manifests before she could read books. Her mother, a nurse, instilled in her a reverence for order and documentation. By the time she turned 18, Laura had memorized the border protocols better than most junior officers. In 1982, Laura left Arstotzka under special clearance to care for her ailing aunt in Kolchia. She carried with her a valid passport, her identity card, and a freshly issued vaccination certificate, polio and tetanus stamped and sealed. She intended to return within the year, but something went wrong. While in Kolchia, Laura became entangled with a dissident group known as the Fold. They were archivists, smugglers of truth, obsessed with exposing the falsified histories buried in Arstotzka's national records. Laura, drawn by their idealism and haunted by her own family's secrets, began helping them decode old border logs and vaccination records. She never spoke against Arstotzka directly, but she knew too much. One night, during a raid on a safe house, her passport was confiscated. Officially, it was lost. Unofficially, it was flagged and destroyed. Laura spent the next few months trying to reclaim her identity. She had her ID card, she had her vaccination certificate, but without a passport, she was no longer a citizen in the eyes of the border. On November 23, 1982, she stood before the checkpoint at Greston, face calm, documents in hand. Everything was in order, except for her lost passport. She didn't argue, she didn't plead. She simply nodded, turned, and walked back into the fog after being denied. Some say she returned to Kolchia. Others say she disappeared into the neutral zone, helping refugees forge new lives. But the Wozenfield district still remembers her name, and somewhere in the archives, her file remains, stamped denied, marked missing, and whispered about by those who know that truth, like identity, is always a little bit forged.